The Supreme Court has upheld the decision of the tribunal regarding the appeals of Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, who sought to challenge the verdict of the Presidential Election Tribunal Court that confirmed Bola Tinubu's victory in the election held on February 25, 2023. Now, it is important to mention that one of Atiku's grounds for contesting the president's election was his alleged lack of qualification to hold office due to the submission of forged academic documents. Now, the highest court in the land has affirmed that the other members of the panel concur with the lead judgment delivered by Justice John Okoro, thereby dismissing Atiku Abubakar's appeal and challenging the decision of the Presidential Petition Tribunal. In addition, they have concurred with Okoro's rejection of Atiku's application to submit Tinubu's credentials obtained from the CSU. Now, for those who may require further clarification in relation to the petition seeking to nullify Tinubu's election on the grounds of non-compliance with the electronic transmission of results, the Supreme Court has ruled that the failure of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to transmit election results live did not have an impact on the outcome of the election, as the IREV system is not a means of collating results and does not undermine the confidence of the voters. Now, based on these grounds, Justice John Okoro has declared the application is hereby dismissed and denied. Furthermore, he has pointed out that Atiku failed to provide sufficient justification to the Supreme Court as to why he waited until the conclusion of the appellant's case by the Presidential Election Petition Court. Now, Justice Nkang Okoro has also criticized Atiku's legal representatives for their lack of promptness and diligence in obtaining the documents from the CSU. He has further emphasized that Atiku's attempt to introduce fresh evidence in order to prolong the duration of the case is regrettable. Consequently, he has stated that since the Presidential Election Petition Court lacks the jurisdiction to consider fresh evidence and the Supreme Court lacks the authority to accept such evidence, it must be acknowledged that the 180-day time limit is unalterable and cannot be extended. According to him, in this particular application, the receipt of fresh evidence is not a matter of course. Now, guys, question is for you. Do you agree with the verdict of the Supreme Court, or you have your own reservations? Please feel free to express yourselves in the comment section below. Guys, I bring to your attention a deeply troubling news that has recently surfaced on the internet, and I must admit, it has left me utterly shocked. And I trust that upon receiving this briefing, you too will be rendered speechless. A man identified as Collins has been apprehended on suspicion of committing a ghastly crime. The alleged mother of his girlfriend, Justina Nkang, a third-year undergraduate student at the University of Port Harcourt. This tragic incident took place along NTA Road, Rivers State, and reports indicate that Justina, who had been reported missing for 4 days, was undergoing her industrial training attachment at a well-known private hospital in the D-Line axis of Port Harcourt, where she was last seen. Now, a close source to the victim revealed that her decomposed and mutilated remains were discovered in her boyfriend's residence, where she had visited after finishing work at the hospital 4 days prior. Now, the source further disclosed that the deceased was allegedly murdered by her partner for ritualistic purposes, as her breast, eyes, and other sensitive body parts were mutilated. Disturbingly, the suspect had kept her body in his apartment for 3 days before attempting to dispose of it in a refuse dump, but was intercepted and subsequently apprehended by a local vigilante group in the area. Additionally, an online post has gone viral stating that the gruesome murder occurred precisely 14 days after Justina's birthday. Now, it is truly disheartening to witness how someone can inflict such violence upon a person they claim to love. Now, the brutality with which he treated her like an animal is particularly distressing. It is even more disconcerting that individuals like him often appear innocent, as you can see from his demeanor. But the irony lies in the fact that many women choose to enter into such relationships with men rather than sticking with decent individuals who possess stable employment. In light of this unfathomable tragedy, I extend my heartfelt condolences to Justina's family, as I cannot begin to comprehend the anguish they must be experiencing at this time. President Bola Tinubu has provided reassurance to both Nigerian citizens and investors regarding the ongoing initiatives aimed at bolstering the country's foreign exchange liquidity. This affirmation coincides with an announcement made by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, who stated that the nation anticipates an influx of approximately $10 billion in the near future. This anticipated inflow will significantly contribute to the resolution of the foreign exchange backlog and the stabilization of the naira. Now, during his address at the 29th Nigerian Economic Summit in Abuja, President Tinubu acknowledged the challenges faced by the business community within the financial markets. He assured them of the provision of additional foreign exchange liquidity, which will effectively restore confidence in the market. Now, furthermore, President Tinubu underscored his administration's steadfast commitment to bolstering governance through the establishment of a performance and result-oriented public and civil service culture and structure. The president further delineated the 8 priority items of his administration, which includes eradicating poverty, achieving food security, fostering economic growth and job creation, facilitating access to capital, promoting inclusivity, ensuring security, upholding fairness and the rule of law, and combating corruption. He highlighted several measures that his government has implemented to revitalize the economy, such as the 5 billion naira intervention program to support small businesses and the agriculture sector. Additionally, President Tinubu disclosed forthcoming initiatives, including the introduction of a new student loan program and consumer credit schemes. Now, in addressing the numerous challenges afflicting the Nigerian economy, it is essential to confront issues such as mounting debts, pervasive corruption, high rates of unemployment or underemployment, and pervasive poverty. Now, by addressing these concerns, we can confidently proceed towards a more prosperous future. With this, I say, Ilu wa oni baje o. I hope I pronounced that properly. Fingers crossed.